Hey guys, CAD 8099 here. Today I'm just kind of first time doing this, doing a mic review, mostly for you guys. Um, so the first mic I have here is the Razer's Serine V2 Pro. It's a dynamic mic. That's the one I'm using right now. As you could, I'm kind of maybe a foot and a half away from it talking. It's not maxed, so I'll do that in a minute. This one right here is a blue Yeti X condenser mic, and I'll use that in a sec. And then this last one is a Avermedia AM310 condenser mic as well. Um, and these are the three that I have. They're all USB, like regular USB. As you well, different types of stands. Um, how they look is a little different, but not bad. Let's see here on like this plug is more of a square style plug. This plug on the bottom here is like an old micro USB plug or something. And this one I kind of like is a regular USB-C. The only thing I don't like about this one, if I unplug, I'll maybe do it later. Oh, so you can hear the difference in sound. Is on the bottom, it's like almost like a special adapter kind of plug. Probably still fit any USB-C in it if it breaks, but um, it's like a special piece. So if you get another USB-C in it, it won't. Can't. It won't make it look smooth. I don't know how to explain it. This one just plugs in, so you'd be able to. You just have to get another micro USB plug or the plug that it is, and it plugs in. Nothing's fancy. This one is a special square plug that I don't like, but it came with it. Anyways, so mic on these, I'll do like a few tests, I guess, like a fan in the background. You can hear the difference. Max volume. So right now this is about mid. If I get close right onto it, which is usually when I stream, this is how I am. I use a. I'll back up a little. I use a mic boom off to the side. I plugged it for this test so you could kind of see what they are with their bass. But this Razer one is my go-to now, just because it doesn't pick up a lot of background noises. Um, uh, and you could easily adjust. There's two knobs. The top one just does your volume for headphones if you plug headphones into it. Bottom one's the main. You could turn it down. This is max, and I'm away. If I'm right on it, you could really hear. If I move my head side to side, let me turn it down. I use about half. So if I move my head like sideways on it, you could hear it kind of fade. So stuff in the background, like I said, doesn't pick up if you adjust it right. I'll turn up say here. Let's see. I'm on like a desk that you see, so and if I let's see, max it up, still sounds about the same, right? I mean, the core. If I that's my keyboard. I'm going through my mouse, but and then this is Matt. Let me turn a fan. I think hopefully you guys could hear that. And then if I turn this down, you can kind of that goes away. And if this is usually where I'm at, right on it, and you can still hear me pretty well, and not necessarily the fan. Now if I'm away, that this volume you can't hear as well. But like I said, when I get right up on the mic, you can hear good, and usually with the mic boom, my mic's right up on my mouth. So, but yeah, that's that. Let me go to the next. Mic. All right, I can't hear myself on this one. I don't have the feedback on. I don't know how it's gonna sound. But I'm just gonna have it max volume for comparison. So I turn the knob all the way on max on this. If I get close to it, you hear it. Let me go like side, way over here, side, fade. That's kind of gonna fade all around. Fan is still on. Let me turn the fan off and do the. Okay, I'm tapping like the chord. Let me tap my desk and my keyboard. Alright, again, this is the Blue Yeti X condenser mic. Condenser mics, I'll use my Razer once I talk. So I'm going to mute this and go to the Avermedia. Alright, Avermedia. Again, the volume. On the Avermedia, the volume, once you hit all the way up, it stops. The other mics, you could just keep spinning. So I kind of like that with the Avermedia. Kind of same distance. They're all close, so I'm just going to keep. But if I get close to this mic, can you hear? Hello, hello, test, test, test. Hopefully it doesn't get bad. All around, kind of put my head off to the side, way off to the side, side, all around. Hitting the chord, hitting the bass, tapping my desk, my keyboard. And let me turn the fan on for this one. And the fan is on. I don't know if it's picking it up or not. There we go. Alright, that's how the three mics sound. Let me go back. Oh, wait. To my Razer mic. Alright, I like using a Razer one because it's right now set up for me to hear, so I can kind of hear myself and the volume and stuff. Let me do again, close, all around, fade, just kind of moving my head around. Alright, yeah, so that's the mics as far as what they sound. As you can see, the design. The Avermedia one, to me, like with the bass and stuff, just feels cheap. And I can't remember if it's a cheaper mic. The Blue Yeti, in my opinion, it just feels the most fancy. Like, I mean, a bass looks fancy, looks sweet if you're using a bass, right? The mic itself is okay. And then, of course, let me try to move these a little better now. Since you, and then, so these two are kind of my favorite. This one came with this actual cover, which is nice. You know, although I wish it stuck off just a little bit to be more of a mic pop, but it goes right on. Looks pretty decent. This one, I mean, like you said, just has the one little button there. The mic itself looks pretty nice, pretty decent. So, but as far as sound, you guys heard, and they're all on their bass. Uh, like I said, condenser mics are usually mics that pick up more area around everything. Yeah, dynamic mic that I know of usually is right up on the front. Yeah, right there, like usually right here on the front, so you have to have it pointing directly at you. The other ones usually off kind of to the side, so you don't necessarily have it point directly at you. And then, like I said, with this, as it's closer, now you could really hear it. So yeah, that's the sound. Feel like I was talking about on this mic. Volume is all the way up, but I can continue turning the piece, right, and then I can turn it down. Same with the Blue Yeti. I could continue turning the mic off, down, or up. But this mic, I do like that it stops, so you know, okay, I'm max and down. These ones I wish they would stop, but it's fine. But like I said, I usually don't like necessarily the bass. I bought like an arm piece that I use personally, and that's kind of what my web camera is on. Another one style on the other side, and I like it because I could just, when I'm done, push out of the way, shut my this desk kind of pushes in and out. It's a small desk, and get everything out of the way. let's see. My favorite mic so far now is the Razer mic because kind of have a loud area, and I've noticed it doesn't quite pick up a lot in the back. And then, like I said, you could turn the volume down a little because if it's here, I could turn this down, and you could still pretty hear me good and clear, right? And then that eliminates a lot of background anything going on. Um, so I like that. Uh, I have it up a little more right now because it's farther away from me. To hope you guys could hear. That's why it's maybe picking up a little bit more. But whereas these ones, even if you let me switch to it. Oh well, let me first do this. Good. So as you could hear the on at the fan, but if I'm talking, I could turn this down, and you could hear me well. I don't think you could hear the fan or not as good. As I pointed at it, and now I'm talking to the side, you barely hear me. Now I'm back to facing me, right? Uh, watch like the. I'll just do the Blue Yeti one more time on that. All right. So I'll put this right in front of my face. Now, I believe you might be able to hear the fan. Kind of out, and if I even if I turn this to the side or in the back, you could kind of hear me. If I turn this down. This is about on a diet thing shows it's like 3/4 of the way, or I mean 3/4 of the way down, but it's about a quarter of the way up. Can you hear me? I'm on the side. I'm turning around. I'm facing it. I mean, kind of going towards the fan as well. I'll turn it back. This is about halfway, and this is usually where my mic is. But yeah, about halfway with the mic, sideways, facing the fan. Put it down here. I like to make adjustments if I'm away. Hopefully you can still hear. I'm not sure how loud though. All right, let me go back up and probably I can't. Let me go back to mine. All right. Like I said, I don't have my feedback on my other mics because I don't use those as often as this one now. Uh, so I'll have to play this back hopefully and hear myself. But that's to give you an idea on how they look. Can't see as well, but my camera's kind of right up on them. But mainly, and I mean, I buy a mic mainly because not so much how it's gonna look, right, but how it's gonna sound. So personally, I mean, Avermedia, hey, it's a mic, it's there. Like I said, the downfall for me on the Avermedia, maybe how it sounds and stuff as well, but mainly the adapter piece. Maybe it's a better adapter type. I don't know, but it just limits you if you somehow break the cord or something goes wrong to be able to replace it, right? So that's mainly why I wouldn't even. I don't necessarily suggest recommend the Avermedia. Yeah, it's a good mic. If the price is good and you get it good, hey, that's if you liked how it sound, uh, choice, right? So now to these two, it comes down to your preference. I think what you're doing, what you're if you heard how they sounded like when I did it, or it comes down to which one you thought maybe sounded good. Um, Software is okay on it all. I think if I recall, the Blue Yeti's Logitech, and then the Razer has their own. Nothing really fancy with the software. I wish they had, like stuff, voice changers or something. That would have been fun. I know you could use programs uh, to do all that, but it's nice in the software a lot of times to have that. But yeah, I mean, I'm not using any voice changer. My normal sound. To me, I feel like maybe a little better with the Razer. Like I said, especially when it's up here, it just to me has a nice clear sound, and I could adjust. And like I said, for me, I have a lot of loud stuff. Even in, I don't know if you were able to hear my son. Sometimes he's playing a game. and he's all the way in the front room, and the Blue Yeti a lot of times will pick that up. My wife's usually next to me, watching videos and movies and doing things, talking, do whatever, and a lot like the Blue Yeti would pick that up just as well as when I talk. So it'd be a little annoying on that. Uh, Whereas the Razer, I could kind of turn it down, and she doesn't get picked up as much. She still will once in a while. You can hear it, like with the fan, uh, or clap or snapping out in the few. But let's see, trying to get that to. I'm still snapping, but so you can't hear it as well when it's low. But you could hear me hopefully pretty good, right? Now if I snap in front, so. So, like I said, when I notice if she's doing stuff and it's picking up, I'll turn it down more. Yeah, and it turns me down, but you can still hear me pretty well. So that's what I like about this one. If it's just me, maybe the Blue Yeti, right? If you have a more soundproof room, don't have a whole lot of noises going on, Blue Yeti's good. Uh, and then, like I said, having both is nice because if you want to interview and podcast or other things, the Blue Yeti is definitely nice because it'll pick up everything. So if you have a buddy on the other side of a table, you can have this right in the middle, and it'll pick you both up. It does have on the back here that light. You actually have a whole lot of different points to do, like well, that one that you usually have those facing more towards the front, so it won't pick up in the back, but it'll still kind of pick the sides, right? That's what. But then it has one that does a full 360 circle, one that does front and back, and then I think one that just kind of does everything. I don't know what it, but it still picks it all up. I tried all, and it still, like I said, picks up a ton. Uh, Even off to the side, like when my wife's talking, I usually have the one facing directly towards me, which is this front peak, but it still picks everything up. So, um, that was a good mic for a while. Like I said, Tyler got this Razer mic, and I love it. Like I said, it's all directly in the front mainly. So if I have it facing and right up like this, and I could turn it down and not pick up as much. So these are the at least three mics that I have to try. Um, Hopefully this video will help you decide which one of these, if you're looking at these ones, which one to maybe get, or if you're just looking at mics and you see these and oh cool. Like I said, Razer, I haven't had issues. Some older one with the software or something, people said they had issues. I haven't had anything with it. Everything picks it up. Uh, and then yeah. So like I said, the Razer I have it mounted on my mount. Other thing I like with the Razer, I don't think the other one's did. I have pieces for the other one. Is when you undo this mount. Let me mute. Um, on the bottom, when I show, well, it has the thicker you can see screw. Uh, Sorry about the noise now. I'm holding it. But the mount on this is small. What I love about this mic is inside when I put this on. So and then you can twist it because kind of past this point they have the smaller screw that actually allows you to put it on something like this. So that is fancy, and I like that. My Blue Yeti mic, for instance, doesn't. I had to actually get a adapter. I can't as well, but I actually had to buy a adapter so that it could screw up on that. Now I could use this adapter and this mic as well, but I like the fact that I didn't have to do that with this mic. So, and the same, I think, with my Avermedia had that. So that was one plus with this mic as well. that I enjoy, and the bass is actually pretty nice, as you heard. Uh, so, all right. Anyways, I hope this will help somebody out there. New to this first video, trying to do a comparison with these. So yes, all these I've got from Best Buy. Long time. The Razer I just got to do reviews on, so I did reviews on them. At time each one's good. I mean, like I said, they're good for their own thing. Like I said, Blue Yeti condenser mic was good, but you have to understand that a condenser usually picks up a lot more stuff and harder to just drain it out. So if you're talking and something has the same volume as you, basically it's going to pick it up, right? So whereas this mic, the Razer, I could talk, and if, like I said, something's in the same volume, here, let me turn it. You can tell that I'm talking in the same voice, but if it's not directly on the mic, it doesn't pick it up as well. So, all right. Thanks for taking the time to watch this, and hope you enjoyed it.